lovely lady. This is a mutual admiration society here. I'd heard so much about her before I worked in this film. Basic things like coming on time and knowing your lines is a rarity in our industry. She is so effortless as a performer. And I said this earlier in an interview. She's the way she's performed in Bano's character. There's a blend of an entertaining performance, an emotional performance, at the same time very real and watchable.
कि यहाँ भी गौतम धर को कास्ट किया गया है आपके ऑपोजिट एंड इतना चैलेंजिंग रोल है जहाँ वो फेस ऑफ हो रहा है.
Yeah, before I come to her, first of all, good morning, good afternoon. Sorry for the bit of a delay, but I hope you guys like the trailer. Um, to begin with the film, on face value, this is a film about a fight between a woman and a man in a courtroom. But when you dig deeper, it's about so much more. It's about love, religion, betrayal, personal faith, a woman's fight for her dignity, and certain uncomfortable, unanswered questions that our society is constantly tucking under the carpet. When I read the script for the first time, I realized that the makers have asked very important questions like what is justice, who gets to define it, and how does it affect the lives of ordinary people, especially a woman who doesn't have the privilege of being heard. And why are we bringing back a case from 1985, a landmark case, again into public domain on the silver screen? The Bano case at that time rattled the nation. The entire country was divided into two halves, one on personal faith and one on constitutional rights. But it's because I think, irrespective of the community you belong to or the generation, these things are still ongoing. These questions are still unanswered. Every generation has its fair share of Ahmed Khans and Shah Banos. People who are caught up in this very complex mix of love, religion, law. And when you strip away the surface noise like the politics, the religion, all of that, I think what you're left with is such a deeply human emotion story of two broken individuals. A man who's fighting for his staunch belief in his faith and a woman who's fighting for a basic right to dignity. And some films are meant to do more than just entertain you. They're meant to challenge you, provoke you, push you to think, instill change, and be in public conversation and resonate in people's minds long beyond its theatrical and OTT run. And that is Haq. And this really needs your support because it goes way beyond just being a film. So, and coming to this lovely lady, this is a mutual admiration society here. I'd heard so much about her before I worked in this film. Basic things like coming on time and knowing your lines is a rarity in our industry. I can tell you this much. Sometimes actors don't even turn up on set. So coming on time is a rarity, and I think we had a fantastic time on set. It was so easy. She is so effortless as a performer. And I said this earlier in an interview. She's the way she's performed in Bano's character. There's a blend of an entertaining performance, an emotional performance, at the same time very real and watchable. I think that's what she's done, and I've learned so much from her as an actor. So she's just done such a fine job in this film.